That was like a whistle. Yeah.
Ghost dimension.
Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? We've got birds and mangoes out. I let him out. Hopefully he'll behave. He's yelling at my ear right now, as you can see. Yep, he's right there with me, as he always is. So hello to everybody, and I hope you're all well. And busy week, even though it's just Tuesday, right? Got the deck ready, all set, smudged before I came on. Thank you, Cookie Monster. You know, I'm gonna Cookie, David. I don't know if it's you that sent me messages or not, to Instagram or through Instagram or to my bear page here on Facebook. And if I haven't responded, I apologize. I looked at them and I was getting a lot of spam, so I wanted to make sure that your account hadn't got hacked. So, and I appreciate the super sticker here. And actually, let me do you a read first, okay? Thanks for that super sticker. The kids will use it well, I'm sure. And put your name on it. And Mango's busy. What are you doing, bud? He was in the pokey yesterday all day because he came out and there goes Pip. He came out and actually bit me yesterday, which he has not done in a year. Apparently I wasn't paying enough attention to him. So he was on my shoulder doing his normal and he was singing and yelling and he just decided to bite me and he bit me good. So he's kind of on probation right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, here you go. Here's your card today. And what a way to start it off. It is the bear. Okay, so you got the bear today. Okay, so with the bear. Okay, so part of what I'm seeing right now is this is kind of a time that's kind of settled for you. It's kind of quiet. And, you know, the bear goes into hibernation towards the beginning of winter. But the same thing that we kind of do with winter weather. However, things are a little different this year. And it's globally different. There's just weird stuff going on. And please, by the way, put up prayers. Anybody that you know that lives out in California, they've got a lot going on from tip top to the bottom. They have everything from tornadoes to heavy flooding because of heavy rain. Some parts have fires still going, and now they're experiencing tornadoes and mudslides because of all the rain. Because they've had drought for so long, what's happening is there's so much water, the earth can't take it in quick enough. So it's causing all these mudslides and flooding. So please keep them in prayer. So, okay. So anyway, sorry, Dave. You're kind of at that in between what they're showing me, and it's okay because this is a time to kind of gather up energy, figure out some things that you're going to want to do this new year, right? To bring yourself balance, but also to bring yourself to your goals. Okay. And it's kind of like they're kind of saying, oh, you're going to be bored for a little bit because you're in this lull, right? And a lull is a good place to be right now because we're also in Mercury retrograde, which, you know, you got to love that right off the bat at the first of the year. And we also have came off that wolf moon, that wolf full moon, which was really, really powerful and usually is in January. So that's kind of got everybody off key because the energies are so different. They're kind of coming at us from every direction. Also, because it was a boomer coming into this year, we had planets that were perfectly aligned. Every planet within our solar system, you could literally draw a straight line with a ruler right through it, and every one of them was lined up at the same spot. So that's a lot of energy coming. And kind of like, ooh, what are they showing me? Okay, so you're kind of in this lull space, and this is also a place where you gather your energy back up, you rest, you look at things that you want to accomplish in the coming year. And with that also though, and this is what they're doing, they're showing me like a bear at, like, I can see the bear in the cave, and it's just to the front edge. But what it's doing is it's pushing out leaves, right, from the fall. It's pushing all that out. So what I'm seeing with that is there's things that you need to take care of and things that you need to focus on to clear out from last year so that you're not bringing it forward. And some of it is, just maybe how you were thinking about certain things or certain things that happened. We can't step back and change them. But with that all said, I'm seeing that this next month and a half or so, you're going to be really level, really kind of in that balancing act so that when spring comes in, you'll be full out. So you want to make sure that, especially through retrograde, no new plans are made. And this goes for everybody, because it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to get stuck. If you've already started something before the new year started and you want to complete it, that's okay, but don't put any new things out. Just take this time to take care of you, okay? And let those energies around you just play, okay? And you'll come out good from it once the retrograde's over. And I think it's like more couple weeks and it's coming out, so it shouldn't be too much longer. Although, one day of it's enough. So, all right, Dave, thank you so much for coming on. And your card is the bear. And again, please let me know if your account may have been hacked or whatever. It was just unusual because I haven't really seen you too much recently with that way. I mean, I've communicated with you, you've communicated, everybody does, right? But I just wanted to make sure because I had gotten hacked a few weeks ago and they were still sending. I had Rick Lagina from Oak Island get hold of me. I'm like, yeah, right. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure that that was right. And again, thank you for that. And the kids will put your name on the board. Hey, Sarah, how are you? I hope you're doing well today. Hi, Paul. And I'm going to also ask with no details, but Sarah and her family can also use some of our prayers. So please include them in prayers. They have a lot going on right now and they can use the prayers like all of us can, right? Hi, Paul. How are you? Hello. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? How are you? Oh, there goes my angel. And there she is. My little angel. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Susan. Hi. Gavin. How are you? Thanks. I hope you're having a good evening as well. Let's see. Oh, good. I hope also that your husband is doing well today. So yeah. Okay. So Susan Hartley, how are you? I am going to give you a card today. How are you? I hope you're well. Hi, James. I hope you're well. Oh, Posh Brother Gavin is here. What you up to, Pip Pip? Huh? What's my Pip Pip up to? She's over here on the side of the cage looking and listening. Hi, Afia. How are you? I gotta make sure I'm on the right side. Yep, I do. Right. Okay, so Susan Hartley, let's see what I can get for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. I was just talking about this with somebody the other day. Okay, so you got the crocodile today, right? Crocodile, alligator. See how thick the skin is around their eyes. Okay, I tell everybody this. This is also about self healing with this for you today. But alligators and crocs, they are actually prehistoric. They have lasted through prehistoric times to present. Okay, and actually, right now, some of the crocs have wound up over here in the U.S. by the Florida coast area and into the Everglades there. And they're actually crossbreeding with alligators, and they're creating like this super big croc gator, I guess you'd call them. So there's a lot going on with them because they know how to adapt because they've been around so long. And this is what the message that I'm getting for you right now. It's about some self-healing, but it's about adapting. Like I feel that with what they're showing me, there's something going on and you're not really sure how to push through it. It's almost like, and I'm seeing like the authoritarians stand up and I've got this and I'll take care of this. And it's kind of like a control, wanting to control everything. And it's like, no, you just need to know how to adapt to it and roll with it. You don't want to make a lot of waves right now with whatever the situation is going on, because I think if you do, with what they're showing me the croc going down under the water. So it'll be kind of overwhelming for you if you do, and it's going to take too much energy to do. So let it play out. Sorry, T. Let it play out the way it needs to. And when it does, it'll be like the card, you've let the cards fall where they will, right? Plus the fact that we're in retrograde now, just let them fall where they will. Once they fall to the ground, and this is how they're showing it to me, is you will be able to pick it up, the pieces that you want to include or incorporate with your life. Okay. Yeah, but they're and they're doing this. They're showing me the stop sign in the hand up front. It's like, don't do anything about it now. And especially, and people don't understand this all the time. And I was just speaking to somebody on the phone before I got here. You got to understand that retrograde, that full moons, and the planets lining up from top to bottom exactly with that wolf moon is a rarity, that all those things come into play at once, right? So because they do, you have to honor that. And I keep feeling like, and what they're showing me is the croc chomping, right? So it's like you're chomping at the bit. You want to get moving, you want to get going, you want to do this, or you want to move forward. It's okay. Just now, rest up, look at how the cards are beginning to fall, the events, whatever it is, and just kind of take that time to look at it, but don't start anything new. And while you're in this state, just like I told David, you have to allow yourself healing to, I'm hearing more that it's healing about emotional healings. So yeah, take the time to honor that. A lot of people, and this is just not you, Susan, but this is like the time of year too. There's been a lot of, and you do see this in the winter months, there's been a lot of people that have passed, or a lot of people that are coming up with hardships that are really difficult to maneuver through. And it's like, I don't know if it's because it's winter or how it is, and it's always been that way. Some people say, oh, well, as you get older, you'll see that. I've seen that all my life. So you just need to take care of yourselves right now, and don't push back with retrograde at all. And just remember patience. And I will tell you, crocodiles and alligators both have a lot of patience. They'll sit with just their eyes and their nostrils above water, right? And they'll watch and they'll wait so that they can attack their food, right? And sometimes they can go down underwater to get away, mostly from humans, right? And when they do that, they can stay underwater up to like a half hour. Okay, so they've got that kind of breathing space. So again, that's showing us patience. So take those deep breaths and you'll do fine. Just slow it down a little bit and don't rush through. Okay, so that's your card today, Susan, and thanks for joining. And I hope it resonates with you anyhow. And Happy New Year. Hi, Afia. Hi, Chloe. How are you? Oh, it's jumping all over. Let's see. All right, I can do that. Okay, Sarah, I can do that for you too. You know, it's so funny because when I look at your name, that's how I hear it is Sarah, not Sarah. I hear Sarah. So yeah, I'll get to you in a minute, okay? All right, so let's see what I can get for Paul today. Ooh, Mango is not being kind to Pip. You need to behave, little man. Cranky pants. Oh, hero. Oh, and don't forget, next week I'll be here Tuesday and Wednesday, because on Wednesdays I'm going to be starting to bring back Spiritually Paranormal. And for all those listening, Carrie Greenaway is going to be on with me next week, and we're going to be talking about classes and crystals and all kinds of things. So you guys are going to want to stop in and check that out. And then in a Wednesday not too far away, or a Tuesday, Bishop James Long is going to come on, who I've known for quite a while now. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, who I've known for quite a while now, and he's going to come on and share some insights for us. So he's worked with Zach Bagans and some other paranormal groups, and he has taken care of dark objects that don't work, and he's actually a demonologist as well, and he's a bishop, and he's an awesome man. So he's going to be coming on pretty soon as well. All right, so Paul, this is your card. Okay, we have the hummingbird. Okay, so the hummingbird, when it comes through, it's all about energy. It's all about making sure you have a plan, right? A plan to follow. Like when the hummingbirds get up, they have a territory that they want to go through. They have it preset. They rest all night, like really, really rest deeply, and then when the sun comes up, they get back up and they start back at it, and it's a routine, right? So what I'm seeing right now for you is like the routine is like been interrupted a little bit for you, like it's not the way it normally flows or goes, and sometimes that'll have a tendency to throw us off a little bit, and you're like off balance a little bit. But what this is giving you is it'll be okay. You're very adept at maneuvering through life's kind of little bumps here and there, and because of that, this, whatever this is, it's kind of coming to offset that routine. Don't allow it to upset you. Just kind of go with that flow. And then you do not touch those cards, young man. No, I know, and I'm being, yeah, I know. And you guys see, he's down here and he's being bad, and I don't trust him. Why don't I trust him? Because he bit me. That's why. Anyway, you know, you're going to get another timeout, Mango. Sorry, guys. But anyway, so you're going to want to kind of maneuver through it, but it's not anything that's going to pop on your path that you can't deal with or you can't handle. It's just going to kind of come at an awkward time, is what they're saying. It's going to be a little offsetting, but don't judge it. Just don't panic. Don't like brush it off. Just go through it and do it as it happens. Take care of it so that you don't have it coming back later down the line and like, oh, wow, I forgot to go back and do this. Okay. So yeah, that's your card. And just like I said, pay attention, and it's going to bust your routine a little bit, but that's okay. Sometimes we even need that, because when we get that and that happens, it kind of gives us that little energy boost that we need, right, to get through the rest of the day or the weeks ahead. Okay, so that is your card, Paul, and I'm sorry you got in the middle of a mama scolding a bird. Oh, he's a lot some days, let me just tell you. And I hope that resonates with you. And Happy New Year, Paul. All right. So, okay, let me pull a card for you guys, for both of you. Better yet, I'll pull it for all three of you. Okay. So this will be a family meeting. You don't do that often, but hang on. Let me see what I can get. Okay, they want me to cut. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, this goes for all three of you, and that's the intent that I put, and this is the intent that comes up, and it is the frog. Okay, so frog is land and water, but frog is about cycles, and frog is also about rebirth. Okay, so they're showing me that the eggs are in the water, they've been laid, then it goes to the hatch, and they're very, very tiny, and they become tadpoles, right? And then they go up and they have a tail, but they start to form their land body, but they're still in water. Then once they complete, they're the full frog, but then it cycles back again. And what this is showing is renewal, okay, because water is there to cleanse, whether it's tears or frustrations or whatever. Water is here to cleanse, but it's also cleansing so that rebirth begins. So, okay, so there's things within this cycle that will change because they need to change. Okay, this is not going to be easy, and this takes a while, just as it takes a while for the egg to turn into the frog to complete that circle, right? This is going to take a while, and it's going to be like a test of what they're showing me is like a test of nature, right? So all of you, your nature, how you're made, how you're put up together, your thinking process and everything, okay? And it's what you're made of, okay? It's going to take a trip, and it you know, as I expressed to you this morning, so this for me is just validation, but what I had expressed to you this morning is it's kind of a cleansing. Been there, not fun, but we managed to survive it. And when you're standing at the end of all of it, you'll say, wow, I did that. I completed that. I got myself through that. And then you're reborn. It's rebirth. Okay. And when we don't pay attention to these signs that are given to us little at a time, and I did not, I've done it 3 times in my life, and I got smacked by the universe 3 times. The last time I got smacked so hard, I was having a hard time getting back up. But once I did, it gave more energy to me and more things in my toolkit so that, you know what, I can pretty much handle what's thrown at me. Okay. So this is the process you're going through right now. It sucks. I'm not going to lie. It really sucks. You will find out who your friends are. You will find out who your family is. It's not defined by blood, I keep being told, but there will be like pauses within the cycle that you guys are all going through right now where you'll be able to catch up and breathe. Okay. And it's all about you. It's about your choices and how you decide to move forward. Everybody, when all this stuff happened to me, and I'll just tell y'all, back in 2008, right, I lost my home. I lost 12 horses, which got placed somewhere else, and actually they're thriving right now. I lost the home I was building. My mother died. I had a heart attack, and my partner left and cleaned out our bank accounts, and I had a nervous breakdown. So I came through that all. It took a while, I'm not going to lie, and it sucked, but I made it through. And this is what you guys everybody listening today, anything that you're going through, know that we can get through it. Okay. And when you get through it, it's all the better because you're stronger. And it's like, wow, I did that. I got through that. And that's cool. So that is your card today, you guys. And I love you and in my prayers every day. Okay. Thank you for being here. Hi, Afia. I am going to get you today. And then I'm going to go down a ways. What is this? Oh, yeah, no. Okay, I don't know why these people do this. Okay, there we go. All right, so Afia, let me get you. I love your last name. I just love your last name, Pascal. That's a nice name, ain't it, Pip? All right, let's see what I can get for you today. And I am jumping all around, guys, so because I miss so many people. So I'll try to get to as many as I can today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, I was just watching a big piece about these guys the other day. You get the ram, okay? This has, I don't know why, but what I'm being told is this has some kind of symbolism for you, the ram. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going to give it to you because that's what Spirit's saying right now. So, okay, so whatever that symbolism is, I'm not sure. But what they show me is a lot of rams, almost like a herd, like the males and females, and the males are out on the outer things. And I'm also seeing, and they're very specific about this, and I don't know because I don't know you, but if it resonates with you, it's a triangle. Okay, they're actually putting a triangle together, and this is what they have for the herd. They're all in a triangle with one up front as a like leading the herd, right? And then the other 2 points of that triangle also have 2 rams on the outside watching and carrying over the, I don't know what they're called, a flock or a herd or what they're called, I don't know. But they're all there and they're walking to get to the mountain range, okay? So they're walking through low ground terrain, but their goal is the mountain range. Not sure what that means. But what I'm seeing is it's a family unit, right? This is a family unit that is moving well together, that kind of works like an engine would work once it's put together in a car or a motorcycle or anything for that matter. An engine, finely tuned, right? And it's like you need to stay with that pattern. And it's almost like, this is really a big thing. Okay, so it's kind of like, it's not only your immediate family, it's extended family. It's extended family to even those that you consider family, although not by blood. This is the time to gather, is what I'm hearing. This is what the words that I'm hearing. It's the time to gather, and it's almost like it's a gathering for knowledge. It's a gathering for safety for some reason. Just safety in numbers is what I'm hearing, and not anything bad like an accident. It's just safety in numbers, safety with family, traditions, I'm being told. And rams are very proud. They don't hesitate to challenge each other when things arise. And actually, that's why when they butt heads, they have, it's the wildest thing, their neck muscles and their neck bones actually contract and go into the spine and bounce back. It's like a mechanism, like a spring, right? Like a slinky toy. Remember those old wire slinky toys? And so this is also very important. It's about pushing forward is what they're saying, but move as a unit, depend on each other within your own herd, your own flock, however they call them, and know that you're being protected. And I almost want to get to say, hey, almost get, boy, they're just bad today. I don't know why I let them out. Get away from her. Come on, get away from her. Again, I apologize for that. They're just being bad. But it's about that just that moving together and keeping the links with each other. And again, I'm seeing family and family considered not by blood, but family considered through friendship. So whatever this is going on, it's about trading traditions, about understanding your family history and your history. And it's about that faith and that openness that we need to all have so that we can get that unconditional love from Creator God, that unconditional healing that we're all entitled to. But we just have to learn to take the boundaries down. You're safe where you're at. Just continue that flow and learn from it. Okay, Afia, this is your card, and it's the Ram. Boy, they're really loaded for bear, no pun intended today. And I hope that resonates for you, Afia. Let me know in the comments if you get a chance. All right, so going down now, guys, be patient because I'm going down the list because I always miss like bunches of people because they all come in towards the end. Okay. Let's see. Kimberly Fraser. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while. All right, here we go. Or I've forgotten because I'm old. Don't go after her again, and don't come over me by these cards either, you little stinker. Oh, they are just too much today. Oh, here he comes. Oh, here he comes. Sorry. 1, 2. You're not getting it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, here we go. And 7. You bite me. You bite me. You kind of get spotted. I know. And guess what card came up? The parrot. Okay, Leanne, let's see what we got for you today. Oh my goodness, he's gonna talk in my ear. Okay, so just he's giving me a lesson right now. Okay, so your card is the parrot. So for you today, it's about communication, and it's about miscommunication. Like I'm looking at it and they're showing me like a voice recorder where you can see the voice going across, and there's a disconnect. Okay, and the disconnect is, oh, I'm putting him in, sorry guys. The disconnect is all about like things that are like missing pieces, like you're only hearing part of the story. So what I'm being shown is there's something going on in your life with some people, and it's almost like they're trying to get you to take their side or feel sorry for them or just kind of feel for them in general, but you're missing parts of the story. You ever hear anyone tell you, and this goes way back because this is when I was young, they say there's his way, there's his way, or her way and her way, and then there's the truth in the middle. So you got to take a little bit from both sides. And the parrot always talks about communication, which you can absolutely 100% understand with little Mango jumping up on me like that. And you've got to get the whole picture. So you might have to step back a little bit in order to figure out if it's worth your time. Not to say that another person is not worthy of time from anybody, but it's about the way they're doing it. And it's like the hidden truths. So it's kind of like something like, hey, I went to the store and I didn't have enough money, so I took a gallon of milk home with me, right? And I was short, so I didn't pay. So I'm going to go back and pay for it later, okay? But that's not kind of what happened. And you hear the real side of it, you know, and I'm not saying anybody's stealing anything, but that's kind of what you're doing. You're not hearing the truth in between. So you're getting it from one side, the other side, and then the middle is where the truth. So you have to really take with a grain of salt what people tell you when they're kind of involved with stuff, and then decipher for yourself what the truth is that you see. Okay. And a lot of times it's almost about adding things to them that make them see how they can maybe do it better or kind of look at it in a better way. Because, you know, one of the big things And this is the way, you know, when I was younger, I was born and raised a Catholic, okay? I consider myself a recovering Catholic. I consider myself very spiritual. I connect with Creator God. I connect with the divine energies. However, if you look at religions, they all have some things in common, right? They have men that are out there running it. They have greed because they all want money. They all have the best idea. Then they all take the Bible and they all take their own interpretations of it and they judge, right? They judge people. Like, this person can't come here because they're this, or that person is not allowed in because they can't because they're that. Okay. This is what you got to push yourself away from. You have to use what resonates with you, Leanne. You have to resonate with it before it'll make sense. Okay. So once you do that and push that cloud away, those two lines of communication will meet, and then you'll understand it and you'll be able to assist. Okay. And again, I'm not picking on guys. It's like just the heads of religion. It's all the same. So please, I do not mean any offense at all. You need to find your own way to do things. This is just how I explain it because this is how I look at it and view it. Okay. All right. So I hope that resonates with you. And I'm getting that it will clear up only once your eyes are opened and you see or hear both sides of it. Okay, so I hope that resonates for you, Leanne, and thanks for sharing your time today. Like, share, guys, the video. I appreciate it. Sean and Bex appreciate it. And Happy New Year to you, Miss Leanne. All right, so I'm going to scoot down here again. Hang on, guys. James. Hi, Cindy Pinkham. I see Yo-Yo is here. I see Jessica is here. Yeah, my birds, I love them, but they are toddlers and they do need time out because they are sometimes very obnoxious. Like, I am not a fan to get bit. Not a fan. I haven't been bit in so long. Oh, look, and somebody just stepped in between. Okay, Teresa. Somebody is stepping in between me and the camera for you. I feel this is a woman, an older woman. This would be a grandmother age to you. Yeah, stepping up, you can see the energy is making everything really fuzzy. Okay, you could step away, step away, step away. Almost telling you you've got this, you're doing great, they love you, they see you. Okay, so let me get your seventh card here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, you guys were too irritating. That's why I had to do it, Mango. Sorry. Okay, so your card, now I'm going to try to push this energy away, and this card is the grouse. And as you can see it, it's a bird kind of day today, I guess. The grouse is dancing, yeah? One of my favorite things to watch. And actually, come on. Yeah, she's being really persistent. Apparently, there's something you need to think about before I even get into the grouse. This is what I'm being told by her, is you have to believe in yourself and believe you're worthy to do it, and you need to step up. Don't be so concerned about what everybody else is saying. She's standing here with her arms crossed. Also, there's cigarette smoke around her, so I don't know if there was a lung condition or a breathing condition, or it was somebody that she's there in the afterlife with in the spirit world. But there's a lot of smoke. Oh, well, I guess I got that right because it just cleared up. So, yeah, so she's there and she's like stomping her foot and says, just do what you need to do for you. Don't worry about what everyone else thinks. Just do for you. Okay, so now, thank you. Now that she stepped aside, I have the grouse. Okay, the grouse is dancing. It's celebrating. And it's like, I feel there's going to be some things that are coming to a quick close. And I'm hearing finally, like you can breathe about it, right? Just keep setting on that track, because this new year is going to be about how you set your path. That you're the one that's going to set it, not anybody else. And you can celebrate and dance and enjoy things. And I feel like a sense of freedom. So there's going to be things that are now just your choice based on you. And this is what this lady, this wonderful lady, has been saying. It's like, you have earned this. You don't owe anybody anything. Just do what you need to do for you. Okay. You're getting a lot of love from the Spiritlands. And again, the grouse is, to me, is I love to go to our powwows, and I haven't been in a while with all the stuff that's been going on. But one of the dances that the men do is the grass dance with the grouse. And they have their feathers, and they have their feather sticks, and they dance low to the ground, because it's in celebration. It's in celebration of who you are as a person. It's in celebration of your life, and things that you've wanted to attain are beginning to line up. Okay, so don't minimize you. Stand into your own power and understand now, moving forward, you're the one making the choices. So make them so that they benefit you. When they figure that out and you can do that, then other doors and things will open and you can start helping others. But right now, it's like you've been doing so much for everybody else that now you need to step it up and do for yourself and celebrate that. Okay, so that is your card today, and it is the grouse. Happy New Year, Miss Teresa. All right, so let me go down the line. All right. Hi, Gay Miller. How are you? I hope you are well. Happy New Year to you. I love you. Okay, let me see this. Glenn, how are you? You sure can. Let me get you a card. James, I saw you somewhere here. James, I don't know. Oh, there, I see your name again. I'll get you in a second. Just hang tight. I'll get down there. I'm not going nowhere, guys. All right, so let's see what we've got. Oh, there's a couple cards that didn't want to go with that. So let's see what they're about, okay? Yepper. Okay, Glenn, let's see what I've got for you, darling. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you would laugh. These birds are just looking at me, shooting me dirty looks because I locked them in their cage. Okay, here you go. Your card today is the snow goose, right? The snow goose is actually my birth sign on the medicine wheel, okay? And we're quite interesting people. Capricorns. Bear, bullheaded, pretty much bullheaded. And we're very matter of fact. Okay, so what they're coming across with for you, Glenn, is everything needs to be matter of fact. Okay, so you need to not feed emotions into a situation that's either coming up close. I almost feel like dread with it, like you're dreading it or you're thinking about it. But they're saying take the emotion out of whatever this is, like to make this choice or make the next step with it or whatever. And that's what the snow goose brings. They're no nonsense, okay? Not only they're no nonsense birds, but they're no nonsense people that are born under them. And you give them your young or your friends or your family members, you give them everything you've got, time and time and time again, right? Then there needs to be a time, or there comes a time, when you open the door and shove them out, right? And you say, now you're on your own. Now you need to make your own choices. I gave you a good base. I gave you a lot of lessons through life. Some of them weren't pretty. You know, I can look at my own child. Some of them weren't pretty, but that also builds up their character and their ability to handle issues as they come up on their own paths. And this is what I'm seeing. Whoever this is, it's like out they go. And it's not because you don't love them. You're not cutting them off, but it's like time for them to grow spiritually, mentally, and use that wisdom that you instilled in them to grow their own insights and bring their own insights into play and have confidence in what you have shared with them is good knowledge, and you've taught them well. That's what I'm hearing. You've taught them well. So whoever this is or whatever the situation is, this is what they're saying. Stand proud with what kind of an example you have led by. Stand proud in what you've taught, what you've shown your sacred space, all the people that you have that are important to you or in the sacred circle, right, that you protect. You've shown them what loving another person and unconditionally assisting people and seeing people like, I see you, I hear you, okay? Not just like, yeah, I hear you, or yeah, I see you. No, you really do, and you put your all into it. So, but now is time to cut some of them and cut them loose, right? And push them out the door and say, okay, now it's your time to figure some stuff out on your own. I'll always be here, but you need to figure out some stuff and start building your own toolkits. Okay, so whatever that's going on with you, that's what I'm being shown for you. And let me know. And thank you for being here, Glenn, and Happy New Year to you. Okay? All right, let me wheedle down a little bit today. And, also, if it resonates with you guys when I do readings for you, please leave in there, because I good, bad, or indifferent, if I need to kind of get some feedback once in a while anyway. Okay, so hi, how are you? Jessica, let me see. Oh, you know what? Sometimes we need vacations from our vacations. Sometimes they don't work out the way we think they're gonna work out. Sometimes it's rough. I've known a lot of people it's happened to. Sometimes it's no fault of anyone. It just happens that way. But I will, well, let me put you a card first, and then I'll tell you what I'm hearing already, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so this kind of plays into it. Okay, so your card today is the bat. Okay, so the first thing I was hearing with you right now about this is you need to remember your expectations, not the family, not anybody else, not anyone around you. Your expectations that you put out there on other people and things and events, whatever, those are your expectations. And expectations that we can control, and this is what I'm being shown, is only ourselves. So I can only expect and put that expectation on me, how I'm going to react, how I'm going to be, how I'm going to handle, okay, et cetera, et cetera. The bat, okay, is telling you that you have to use everything except sight, how you expect it, how you expect to see things, how you expect things to happen, right? There's a reason that you're being told to use all your senses, and it's because you're only looking at one way. So you're only seeing it one way, and it's like not the way you want to see it. Not the vacation, just in general, okay? So the bat comes in. The bats have horrible eyesight, but because they use all their senses of feeling and pressure and their how they think, they can pick up mosquito out of a night sky. I can't even see mosquitoes unless they're on me in the daylight, right? So this is about perception, okay? So part of it is, I kind of get that what they're showing me is like pulling some stuff forward. So there were things that weren't kind of completed, kind of like when I said somebody earlier today about cleaning the leaves and cleaning the stuff out from, yesterday. We can't carry that stuff with us because we can't go back and change it. So we have to let it go. I am really sorry that you are out of place. Again, I will tell you, just like I tell everyone, right now is not a good time to do anything because, again, planet alignment, Mercury retrograde, full moon, wolf full moon that came in the other day. The energies are so insane that it makes people that aren't even aware of it kind of off balance. Okay. So it does not surprise me. I apologize, and I don't know you personally, but it does not surprise me that you took 4 days ago and it went through that. It's because of the energies that are out there. And I can tell you so many people that, oh, that's his gunk. That's not. No, it's not. The energy, the tides, all that stuff plays in. And if you look into it with a scientist or a science person, they'll tell you how that energy can pile up. Just one of those events. So what you went was the triple plus threat, right? So although it doesn't surprise me, I'm sorry you had to deal with that. But just take a breath because we're all in that place of just being right now. And with the bat comes in finding a sense of who you are and finding your balance. Okay. Once they find their balance, the bats, their little radar, and they have that balance, they can, like I said, pick a mosquito out of the sky, a night sky. So just take this time to balance, okay? And use your other emotions and let everything that happened in this past 4 days, let it all go. Let it all out. If you have to write it out and throw it in something metal outside and burn it, do that. If you need to write it and wad it up and throw it in the trash, whatever it takes, let it go and just get through the rest of this Mercury retrograde. And I'm telling you, it's a rough one this year. It is a rough one. So there you go. And Happy New Year. And thanks for coming in today. And hopefully your days will get better as we move through. All right. So let me sing. La, la. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been doing it since I was a kid. So it's a lot some days. Some of the pieces I look and I just look at them like, wow, did I make that? And actually, this what she was just speaking to was I got challenged, the artist challenge, and you have to do for, I forget how long, 10 days or something like that. You have to put out stuff to make. I went through files. I forgot some of the stuff I made. It's kind of interesting to do. Hi, Natalie. How are you? I hope you're well. Happy New Year, everybody, by the way, too. Woo! Hi, Kay. How are you? James, I'm just going to put you up here because I know somewhere along. Hi, Cindy Pinkham. Oh, Cindy Pinkham. You know what happened? I'm going to tell him, Cindy. Cindy purchased my fire bowl, my Raven fire bowl, packed that sucker up so tight. It was in there, had the postmaster check it. It was great. Then it got over there and customs went through it. And I understand some of you guys are in the middle of a postage or a postal strike. And they took it out of the box. They took some things out of the box. And what she got was not what I sent. It was shattered. So Cindy and I had a little bit of a sniffing about it, but we took care of it. But oh, that's so sad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's just hard sometimes, you know, just hard. You make something and it just poof, gone. All right, anyway, we'll fix up with Miss Cindy. I got something coming for her pretty soon. All right, so James, your card today is Ant. And why am I hearing uphill battle? Okay, what they're showing me is like this ant. Now this one's flat with a bubble of water. But what I'm seeing is you're trying to move things, like you're trying to progress, right? And I feel like it's an uphill battle because every time I see them going up, you take a breath and it's like you're knocked 3 steps back again. And then you're like, I can do this. I've got this. And you push it and push it. And it gets a little higher than the last place. And then you go back again 3 steps. Okay. But what I'm being told is by moving those steps and then coming back, each time you come back, you're still a little bit higher on the road or higher on the path. So you're getting there. You're getting it accomplished. The things that are going on, it's kind of like chaos, right? It's kind of chaotic, but just know you are pushing through it, just not as fast as you want to do it, okay? And it is kind of exasperating. And again, you know, it's trying to get things done during this energetically crazy time, okay? And it's not going to last forever, but it's going to have wide effects for a lot of people. So just know that even though it's difficult right now, it's okay because you're going to learn. And again, like I told somebody earlier today, it sucks. I hate the learning process, especially when Spirit and the universe are trying to make a point with us or try to show us, yeah, there might be better ways to do it. Yeah, you're not going to move as fast as you like because there's things you need to see. So all this is happening, but it's not only happening to you, it's happening to everybody worldwide with different things, right? So just take a breath, be kind to yourself. And if you need to just stop and take that breath, do it, okay? Because again, nothing's going to move fast right now except chaos and negatives and crazy stuff and off balance stuff, right? So that's your card. Hang in there, James. It will get better. It's just going to take a little bit of time. You're a tough cookie anyway. You can get it done. All right. And there's your card. And it's the ant. And Happy New Year to you. Okay. I'm going to go down the list. And oh, it's jumping all over. Hi, Lido. Woo. Okay. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Utah. I hear what was going on in Utah the other day. I actually saw something on the news. I don't remember what it was. I don't know if it was weather or your lakes were drying up like out in California. I just thought, wow, that's really crazy. Okay, let me see. Hi, Laura Klein. How are you? Let's see what I got for you today. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see what I got for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, you know, those are the days we get double cards all the time. They're trying to get a point across, and yours is the hummingbird also. Okay, so hummingbird for you. Hummingbird for you. Tell me, little hummingbird, what is for her? Okay, yours is about, okay, so all right. Yeah, okay. So let me tell you how the Spiritlands are showing me. Okay, so they're showing me this little guy, this little hummingbird, buzzing around and getting the nectar it needs from various plants, right? And then it goes back because it's done its job. And it sits back and kind of takes a look at what it's accomplished. And this is what I'm being shown for you. You have to understand what to this point in your life, on your path, in you, that you've accomplished. Okay? A lot of people forget as we move forward the things that we have accomplished in our lives. Okay? Everything we do leaves an imprint on the world around us and, believe it or not, globally, right? So you never know who, what, where, when you're going to imprint on life. And what I'm being shown for you is you have to realize how much you have imprinted in positive ways on the world around you. Okay? It's like, literally, I'm being told, don't beat yourself up. You have to look at it for what it is and understand that sometimes things don't happen the way we wish they would, but you've done your best and it's all good, because that's who you are and how you imprint, how you reach out to the people, your friends, your family, work life, whatever around you. It's always in positives, and you have to remember that. So even when we have a crappy day, I have them, everybody has them, right? We can still change other people's views on their day. Like if we're walking into a store, you know, like me, I stand at the aisles, looking at the aisles saying, what was it? I forgot my list. What was it I needed down this aisle? And I can't remember, right? But people look like, are you looking at me? No, you know, and you give them a smile, right? Maybe they're having a crappy day. And it makes a difference. It makes an imprint. It can switch life in a dime if you put a positive into something. And that's what they're showing me for you. They're showing this hummingbird making an impact on the world because of what they do. They're showing me that you are like that hummingbird, imprinting in positives, okay? So I don't know if you were kind of feeling down or kind of being hard on yourself, which, you know, we all do. At least most of us do. I mean, you know, I should have done better. I could have done better. I could have done this. I could have. You know what? Take it for a grain of salt with what you did had positives attached to it, okay? And from what I'm seeing, that's what's going on for you. And just appreciate the work you've put in. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Just appreciate what you've added to the sacred circle that you hold and the life around you, okay? Because it's positive. And think better of yourself. And you know what? You should. You should. We all should, right? So that is your card. It's the hummingbird, Laura. And Happy New Year. And thanks for popping on here. Okay, let me see. I'm going down. Okay. All right. So let me go down. Hang on, Gloria. I'm going to try to get James. No, I already did James. I read for James. Hi, Pads. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you are feeling better. Hi, Gloria. Let me get you a card. Yeah, I can get you a card. Let me see what I can get for Gloria. Okay. Song just came up in my head when I saw your name, and I haven't heard this one in a while. I Will Survive. You know, there's an old Disney. That'll tell you how old I am, right? I was in the clubs back then. I Will Survive. Yep, that is it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You gotta love when Spirit takes you on a flashback trip to older, long Fargo days. Okay, so your card today is Sage, White Sage. Okay, so sage within my culture, sorry, water, is about blessings. It's about giving thanks. It's used for ceremony. It's used to cleanse. And it actually does cleanse the energy and whatever's around you It actually physically does that. It's scientifically proven. So what I'm seeing for you right now, okay, it's not used for blood, it's used for cleansing. So what I'm being shown is like your sacred circle, and that's what your sacred circle is. If you haven't seen me before, it's everything within that space, right? We put there. It's important things, it's important people, it's important events, it's things that are most important to us in life, and we keep them there. Okay, but every now and then we have to look at it, and we have to remove things that are no longer aligned with us or serving purpose. That doesn't, it's not selfish, okay? It doesn't mean you're putting people or things outside and you're kicking them to the curb and you hate them. That's not what it's about. What it's about is us as individuals learning that we've grown and we need to experience new things. So what I'm being shown is you need to kind of look at that sacred circle that you've created, and you need to remove some things and some people to the outside. And again, you can let them back in because you're the gatekeeper, but it's time to cleanse. Some of it, by what I'm being shown, is negatives that are in there because things or places or people have changed their mindset, okay? And I get the word jaded, like some people are really jaded about some things, and you're really tired of listening. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. You're really tired of hearing the whining that is going on around you, okay? So you need to make sure you're guarding your post as gatekeeper to your sacred circle. Don't waste energy on people that are never going to change, or people that won't change right now as far as their thought process, right? You need to cleanse it and push them back. And it's like, it's not that you're going to say goodbye to them forever, but it's like you got to clean your space. Kind of like what I've recently done over the past couple months. I try not to engage when I see political posts that irritate me beyond, right? So now I changed that process beginning of last month, beginning of December. I try not to respond to any political stuff, anything that is in a space of judging other people. Like I see a post where somebody's saying, yeah, so-and-so is an idiot, or they shouldn't be. I avoid it. Even though it irritates me, I avoid it. And this is what I'm being shown for you. You have to use that sage. Literally, if you've got some, it's great because it makes you feel wonderful. But you need to cleanse what you're doing and who you're having that sacred space, okay? Events, things, places, whatever. Push it to the side. And that allows us, and this is what people don't get, by doing that, right? You're not hurting anything or anybody by doing that, but you're taking control of you. And by doing that and removing that, you allow positives to come in. You attract new people that are positive. You attract new ideas, new things, new events, whatever. And it's wonderful because you have new things to experience or new people. So this is what I'm being shown for you today, Gloria, and that is your card. Happy New Year to you, and thanks for coming in today. I appreciate it. Okie dokie. I'm going to go down the list again. Oh, let's see. Hi, Lindsay. How are you? I hope. Oh, no, Linda. I'm sorry. I got Lindsay on the brain because it was her birthday yesterday. One of my daughter's good friends. Sorry about that. Linda, I'm just going to give it to you. I'll give you a card because I know I'm going to scroll down later and I'm going to see you, right? Okay, so let's see what I can get from Miss Linda. Thank you for joining. That's fun. I'm glad you're joining. We have fun here. Everybody talks to each other in the chat. Sometimes I even put a link up, right? Sometimes I even put a link up. Ooh, did I do that? Ooh, I could do that. Here's a link. Anybody that wants to join, pop that link on, click it, allow StreamYard to see who you are. They collect stuff, but they're not collecting stuff and sending you stuff. It's just so that we know who you are and we can see you. Okay, so Miss Linda, let me pull the 7th card. And since you're new here, I pull the 7th card because 7 is a sacred number. And there's 7 directions. And there's a 7th grandfather teaching. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, you saw me. You saw me. Oh, shuffle them. 72 cards, and you also got white sage. All right, so I hope you just heard everything I talked to you about with the sage, what it does. But for you, it's coming through in a different way. It's telling me to let you know there are blessings there. You have to look and review them. Sometimes they're very small and sometimes they're big. And so you have to look at that at times, right? We have to look at that, and because sometimes, you know, even myself, we can go through things and we're like, you know, things haven't been really great. They haven't been bad, but they're not really great. And you kind of put that mindset, right? So nothing really kind of invites that feeling of yay to your life. You know, sometimes it can be boring. Sometimes it can be, you know, it can be life, right? Because life has got ups, downs, and sometimes it's dry going through a desert, or you're going through a windstorm or a rainstorm. So for you, it's all about your blessings, okay? And I'm seeing that there's been like, what they're showing me is like there's something that you have set as kind of a goal, and it hasn't gotten there yet, right? But I'm seeing all these little blessings, you know. Okay, so what they're showing me right now is, you know how on Easter, if you know, people that have kids or grandkids or whatever, they hide the eggs, okay, the colored eggs for the children to find the next morning. Well, you know, it's all about those little blessings, right? So you find these little surprises, just little surprises, but they're cool and they make your day. So what I'm being shown for you with the sage is to remember that even little blessings count, okay? I'm also being told that, okay, yep. Okay, so there's a woman that's stepping forward. I would consider this a mother or even a mother-in-law. I'm actually getting kind of like mother-in-law, or someone that you would look at that wasn't your actual mom, but you would consider her energy to you like a mom, and she's stepping forward, okay? And it's like she's watching over you, and what she's doing this with her hands, and she's like got them over you, saying, I've got you, I'm watching you, I'm kind of guiding you, but open up a little bit more and you'll feel it, you'll sense it, okay? And this is a bond, and this is what I'm being told. This is a bond that goes beyond earthly boundaries. Okay, so this person was important in life, and they have not left you in the spirit lands. This is very, very strong. And the white sage that brings it through, again, is sage is used for ceremony, for cleansing, for clearing, but it's also for honoring, right? So she is standing, she's just standing around you right now. Very excited that I'm seeing her. She wants you to know, she sees everything you're doing. She's very proud of you. And again, this would be a person, and I don't believe it's your mom. I believe it's a mother-in-law or someone that you would look to with that much admiration or love. And I'm almost getting that this person was really business savvy, very smart, very respected. And actually, sometimes people underestimated what she could do or who she was. Like, she just stand back. She wouldn't make, she's not a pushy person, but she stood in everybody's corner when they needed it. So that's what I'm getting for you today. I hope it resonates you. Thank you for joining us and Happy New Year. And you can leave a message here if it does resonate with you. If it doesn't, let me know that too, okay? So your card today was Sage. Very, 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 very interesting. Really interesting. Hey, dicky, dicky, dicky. Okay, so who do we have here? Chewing on thumb. Who are you chewing on your thumb? I see you. I see you. All right, let's see what I can get for you today. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Oh, you look good. You're looking good. Happy 2023.
And you?
And
I went.
happy Mercury retrograde. Woo, right?
Woo!
Yeah, I hear that. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, this is one of my most beloved creatures on the earth. These guys and gals, I can't even tell you, they're just really cool. And this is your card today, is the elephant.
Oh.
Elephants are, a lot of animals are, people just kind of don't understand that animals have emotions. And elephants are so loving and caring about their family members or their herd. The males don't travel with the group. The males are out with their own. And actually, the young males, when they reach about 3 or 4 years of age, the females kick them out so that they're out on their own, right? And then they go out, they play with other males their age, you know, showing who's boss. And then they have to do turf wars when it comes to breeding time, right? But elephants care for their own. And when they have babies, the herd, like if they sense danger, the herd will gather around the babies and put them in the middle, and they'll go butt to butt all the way around so that the babies are protected in the center. They will also, one at a time with the babies, the females will, a couple of them will stay back to watch the young, and a couple of them will take them to the water's edge. And they encourage them to learn how to get into the water. But when they do this, and there's a reason I'm telling you all this, so hang tight, they will reach their trunks around the front of the baby. And I mean, these are small, probably maybe 200, well, 150, 200 pounds. So that's like small compared to an elephant, right? So they hold on to that baby, and they'll even wrap their
trunk.
Yes, thank you. Underneath the baby's stomach, and one will grab the trunk of the baby to make them feel secure. Okay. It's amazing. And they don't forget. They don't forget. I've seen things where people that raised them from the time they were babies and then released them back into the sanctuary area down in Africa. They release them and they go out in the wild. They may not see them for years. And then when they come one-to-one with them, the elephant remembers who the caretaker was. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing with you. Right now, from the Spiritlands, you have been placed in the center of the elephants. Okay. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
No.
Okay? So you're in the center, and all around you are your friends and families that were close to you that have passed and are on the spirit side, right? They're in the Spiritlands. They've got you. And this is what they're telling me to tell you. They've got you. You need to be easier on yourself, because what they're saying is there's a lot of like a blame game going on, but it's a blame game for you to put it all back on you. I should have done this. You can't go back. You can't go back and change any of that. But that does not mean that you are any less deserving of healing, of love, unconditionally, okay, of friendship, of good things happening. And a lot of what's going on is because while they have you in the center, like these elephants, you keep wheedling out between those elephant legs and going out again, and they have to keep grabbing you and pulling you back and saying, stop. You're not listening to us. You need to open yourself, not your ears, but yourself. Trust that your friends, me included, okay, and your Spiritland people, right, have you. You need to allow the healing to happen. Were you listening last Tuesday when I told everybody what happened to me on Christmas? No, you weren't.
No.
Okay. I'm going to tell it briefer than I did that day. Okay. So Friday before Christmas Eve, right? My daughter was up. My son-in-law was up. We went around town. I sat mostly in the car. I had to go to the bank. They went to the store. I sat in the car, right? Came back home. We sat around the house. We ate dinner, played cards, watched TV, went to bed, right? I was okay. You know, I've had 2 spine surgeries, right? Yep. I'm a hot mess physically, right? Well, I woke up on Christmas Eve and I could not move. I was seized from the top of my neck into my shoulders all the way down to my feet in the back. When I say seized, I mean like just prior to my surgeries, seized. I could not move without screaming. I don't take medication. I take Tylenol, I don't take narcotics. I don't take any of that. Okay. So it was a miserable day. The kids were concerned. Kids left to go see their godson on Christmas Eve. I told them stay there overnight, no problem. They're like, you can't even get up. I said, I know that because I had them help me up, right? When they left, I sat there and said, I can't do this anymore. I cannot do this anymore. Okay. Tears. 11 o'clock. I cannot do this anymore. After 11, I fell asleep. I woke up at 1:30. Just prior to that, I was in that in-between state, not really sleeping, not really awake. That's where I get my visions and things that come to me. And in that vision, I was somewhere and I was mad and they didn't have what I wanted. And somebody that I know from the other side came up and told me, you have to allow yourself to heal and you need to go back because you're not leaving here at where I was. Okay. Went back to sleep. I woke up, so I remembered everything that happened. Fell back to sleep, woke up again at 6:30 in the morning. Just prior to that, I was in the middle of the woods. I had a great big light coming towards me, and it was yellow to white, brilliant light through the trees. I was in my happy space because I was in the forest, right? I was in the woods. Coming closer and closer till it stood out in front of me. I saw a silhouette of a person, walked up next to me, put both hands on my shoulders and looked at me, and I cried. It was Christ. I am not, as people know, I am not a holy roller. I am a very spiritual person. I believe whatever religion gets you there, go for it, right? I can guarantee you it was Christ. And he leaned into me and put his forehead to my forehead and said, you have to allow yourself to heal. You have to allow it. And he had both hands on my shoulder. I woke up at 6:30, tears running down my face. And there was more to it, but I'm being brief. And I sat up in bed, like sat up. And I was like, wow, what was that? Right? Then I realized I was sitting up. What I had the day before normally takes me 2.5 to 3 weeks to come back from, and then it ain't sitting up. I put my legs over the side of the bed. Then I stood up. I was still crying. I made it to the bathroom myself, like everybody does in the morning, right? Gotta go pee, right? Came back out, and I just stood there, and I was like, I had no pain. Christmas Day, no pain. What is today? The day before my birthday, dang it. And you know what? I still have no pain.
Wow.
So what I'm telling you, I don't care who you believe in or what you believe in. You have to believe in yourself, the spirit family that you have. And this is for everybody listening, okay? You have to allow the healing. And you're not. I know you're not. Because those elephants have to keep pulling you back in with what they're showing me. They're trying to be very gentle with you. But it's past that now, just like it was past with me. Okay? I don't want to, I can't do this anymore, right? I just can't do this anymore. Oh, yeah, you
I know
can.
that feeling.
Oh, yeah, you can. You need to. Okay? You have to. You have to let your light shine. Quit thinking you're a horrible person or a bad person or a person that made the wrong choices. Okay, so what? I'm not a saint. I've made shitty choices when I was younger to like in my 50s. We do it. We're human. That's part of life. You need to stop beating yourself up. You need to stop letting me tell you to stop beating yourself up. Okay?
Yep.
It's time. The butterfly is broken from the cocoon. Let yourself heal. Now I'll get off my preacher's soapbox. Tell you your card was an elephant. Tell you I love you.
I love you too.
And you need to allow yourself to heal. This is the year of healing and balance. No lie. That's what I was told. That's what today begins right now for you moving forward. Yeah? I want to hear you more. I'll come over there and I'll kick your butt. Okay? I love you.
Okay, I love you too.
Thank you. And Happy New Year. And may it be
Thank
happy.
you, darling.
I love you. All right.
I love you too.
Thanks for popping on. All right, guys. You know, it's something we all have to take a lesson in. It's something that we all have to understand. We're responsible for things that go on in our own lives, for choices that are made. It's just, if we don't allow ourselves to heal, to open to possibilities of positive things, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen because we're not allowing it, because we're beating ourselves up. And you got to stop beating yourself up. You just got to stop. So with that said, I love you all. Happy New Year. And see you next week. Twice next week. Love you guys. Have a good day.
Yeah. Cool, wasn't it? Bye, bear, my bear.
Bye, Mama
See you
Bear.
later, bear, my bear, my bear. Bye.